Yo, yo, yo. It's Monday morning, back on Sauchiehall Street. Going on a trip today for a few days. Me and Nikki going on an art adventure. It's going to be cold, so I've got many, many layers on. Come with us, check out the sights. Should be good. Guess where we're going? Hopefully going to meet some cool people, see some cool things. Should be class.
Yeah. Yo, what time the plane leaving? Right. See you at the airport. Memories don't live like people do. They always remember you. Whether things are good or bad. It's just the memories. Memories don't live like people do. Baby, don't forget me. I'm a traveler.
Welcome to Amsterdam.
That's right, we're here in Amsterdam for a few days. We're going to check out loads of art. On you go, man, let's go.
It's the land of bikes, houseboats, and street art.
Even in Amsterdam, there's graffiti removal. Legendary stuff. What are the chances? We literally just walked out the hotel in the morning and there's some graffiti getting removed. I feel as though my life's one big joke because I don't know how many other people get to see graffiti removal that much, but I literally see it all the time. I've got to say that's like the most aesthetic buff I've ever seen with all the spray coming off it. It's nice and cold here, so it's creating a nice effect there, which was pretty sick. So aye, big ups to all the graffiti removal guys around the world. Yous are all doing a good job. So we're out today, we're going to visit a lot of art galleries and stuff like that.
This looks very comfy. I could go for a wee nap in there, definitely. This is so fun. Look at those big shiny eyes. So this wee character here, looks like there's another one. Wee broccoli head.
He's a French photographer and he took loads of photos like in the kind of ghetto in Paris, like really, really early on, and became quite famous. And then he did a project in Africa and he kind of pastes up people's faces from the photographs. And then he did one in the favelas in Brazil and like pasted up people's faces on top of the favelas and stuff like that. This print's older than us. It's a screamer. It's kind of crazy that he just invented a whole style, isn't it?
It's mad.
When you think about it, it's like... This is so good, man. Right, let's check out Robbie Williams, man. Let's see what he's giving it. Do you think he's actually painting them himself?
I know, that's what I'm wondering. Almost doesn't look.
That just is work on canvas, so I reckon it's drawings on the iPad. Aye, so they've got to be just big iPad trans printed out, isn't they?
You can see.
Aye. You can see the Procreate lines, it's funny. How do you think they enlarge them to these size? Do you think somebody had to redraw them? Nikki's saying she kind of hates it. So, Robbie Williams, if you're ever watching this, we're sorry. Us two fannies with big opinions.
I think it's great that he's found art to help express these emotions. That's what it's all about, really.
What's your thoughts about Obey, Nikki? Capitalist shite, you said?
It's very
that's unfair. Let's go check out the big man, Jean-Michel.
With the Robbie Williams art, he's not doing it to be a brand, he's doing it because he's sad. And it makes him feel better. So in a way, I kind of respect his artwork more, even though Obey's looks pretty cool.
It's interesting that you can get a screen print so sketchy looking, isn't it? Printed 2025. What? Who's dishing out the permission?
They don't need to. That's the beauty of just reproducing dead artists' work. And they make a fuck ton of money as well. No, I don't know who gives the permission for his work. Sometimes it's an estate. These are really, really good quality prints. They almost look like they've been drawn. But yeah, curious to know who owns the rights to his work.
So this is actually the one that I'm probably most interested in, which is a deface painting. Oh, sorry, no worries, man, cool. I'm going to put my backpack on my front, rocking that sick tourist look. Oh yeah. I'm intrigued by this deface painting because when you're in the studio and you're looking at your own paintings, it's always hard to tell if your work is shite or not, basically. So it's good to be able to see paintings up close, to look at the lines, to really inspect them and go, are my lines shite or are they actually decent? Is there mistakes in this painting? Is there like a natural human finish to it? It's a bit annoying because it's up quite high, but I'm going to try my best to inspect it. I guess that for me is quite interesting because you can see like a line there in the reflection. You can also see like a mask line there, I would say, which is interesting. I'd love to know what black he uses, to be honest. But I'm kind of wondering if it's a big screen print. Should probably go and read the information about it. That would maybe make more sense. So it says emulsion and enamel on canvas. So I'm assuming the enamel is the black stuff. But it could be other colours. But I like the fact he's just using house paint as well. House paint and enamel to get super, super clean lines. So aye, that's good to know. I never use enamel, but Kieran does, so maybe one day Kieran can teach me how to use it. Aye, nice. Learning things. And so that's interesting because that's POW, pictures on walls, so that was when they were early screen printing. Maybe printed by Ben. Imagine you were just making stuff like this for a laugh, and then all of a sudden you become like the biggest artist in the world. That's kind of crazy. In 2003, I was 13, I'd just discovered all this stuff. So good. This frame's a screamer. Very, very cool. And he does sign his work as well, I guess. That's interesting. None of us sign our work anymore. I like this one. 2002. There's 250 of them made. And this reminds me of like clown skateboards, kind of era Banksy. 2000. That's interesting. So super, super early, this one. It's on a heavy, nice canvas as well.
I like it. It's kind of like a Yayoi Kusama installation, but they probably couldn't afford her, so they got whoever did this.
That's Nicky's no frills review. We're doing this style.
I love it. I think it's amazing. The colours are beautiful. It keeps changing colour. I love it. I'm so immersed. I feel at home in here. Do you think you can just bounce off the walls? Do you think that's allowed? It's like somewhere between a padded room in a mental asylum and a bouncy castle. But it makes you want to go mental either way and fling yourself into the walls. Fuck, I never saw the sign. What do you think?
Aye, I love it. It's great. Feel dodgy. I really want to get loads of content like this, just up close. And things. How close can you get? That's what we want. I don't even have a 360. Something that I always found it interesting was how many books that Cos has, and the fact that GSA, Glasgow School of Art, didn't have any of them. So we're going to jump on a tram. There's some murals about in a kind of housing estate, and there's a famous Glaswegian on one of the walls, painted by another famous Glaswegian, well, at least in our world anyway, so we're going to go and check them out. Should be good.
That went up to them 12.
So you go that way, I go this way. Maybe then what way are we going to meet in the middle and then cross?
Yeah, let's
And
do
then
that.
we'll meet in the back?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll see you soon. So that was funny, that's the social hub behind us, and we thought there might be a mural inside it. But the guy actually said that there's a mural on the outside of it. So check that out. But we walked out, and the murals we were coming to look at, we ended up seeing when we walked outside. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I've just noticed. Wow. They've got a D face on the side of the social hub. That's exciting. I wonder. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw that, but that guy was pulling some moves there. This is cool to see up close as well. How tight the lines are. But aye, basically there's these huge murals on the side of this building. So aye, it's pretty sick. We were going to go into another museum, but it was like €20 and we'd already spent 25 grand in that other one. I think we were like, fuck that. Let's come and check out these murals. I love the way that one kind of wraps around the windows.
Even better ones on the other side.
Ah, thank you.
Like the other side of the
Yeah. Thank you so much. And so I'm always going on about Glasgow being heavy friendly, but the woman was walking by there and she just said, make sure you go and check out the ones on the other side. And I love that because, often people don't know. They don't know what they don't know, and it's nice to point out stuff and make sure people know that there's some on the other side of the building as well. So thank you to that woman and her dog. I think as well, it's quite cool to see the sort of level of variety. Obviously, in the last video, I was talking about community consultations and input from a community and stuff like that, and how artists do that. And you never know, a lot of these artists might have had community input for these, but they've all got a very sort of definitive style of their own. And I think that looks really, really cool. I think it's quite amazing to see different styles. In Glasgow, we seem to only have photorealistic murals. And it's a bit of a shame. There's Nikki across there doing her
Oh, hey, Panda.
Walking tour.
Hey.
We basically decided we were going to do our own wee walking tours of this bit. So that was pretty sick. So this one over here is by Hera. And it does say something written all down it. When it comes to settling disputes, compassion is more useful than magic. That's really cool. Hera's got such a kind of tech style, man. Like the lines are just so sketchy and it's amazing to see it up close. Anytime you see Hera painting, it looks as though she's having a lot of fun. It's very expressive and there's a lot of movement involved, which just feels really, really class. So another example of a mix of styles. This next one is kind of leaning into the Amsterdam colours and symbology, or iconography. It's maybe more accurate to say. Some graph funk involved as well. That looks cool. And so I guess the only downfall about being a tourist and coming to see stuff like this is you don't actually know who all the artists are. I know Hera and I know D-Face, but my knowledge isn't super, super comprehensive. So big ups to all the artists that are involved in these. I defos know a couple more artists involved in this because, as I said before, there is a couple of famous Glaswegians involved in this project and I'm quite excited to see them. I was myself recently painted by one of them down in Southend-on-Sea, which is just kind of mental. It's kind of amazing to know that there's a big massive mural of my face somewhere. This big coupon, immortalised. It's class. And this one is by Case McLean. McLean crew, legendary graph crew. So I really like this one as well. I like their use of the wall here. It's kind of making me think about Conzo and Kieran. This is by Leon Kerr. I realise they've all got these wee things on them. And so this one's by a guy called Dan Kitchener. I don't want to be too controversial, but Dan is actually under some sort of critique at the moment because I think he painted a kind of war memorial in Northern Ireland. And a lot of people were just a bit like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are you painting that? Why are you celebrating this? And I think it's complicated. Obviously, Ireland and Northern Ireland have sort of big histories of murals to do with the Troubles and stuff like that. But as a kind of English artist going in, celebrating army stuff. I think it was complicated, man. There was a lot of sort of critique. I maybe shouldn't even be saying this because I don't know the full story, so it's maybe a bit unfair just to put that out there. What we've all came to see, the man, the myth, the legend. It is Mr. Gaz Mack, the legendary b-boy, graffiti writer, and founder of the Yardworks Festival in Glasgow, SWG Free Fame. And he is painted by the one and only Smug One, the world's best mural painter, arguably. It's pretty trippy. I've seen photos of this loads and loads of times, and it's quite funny to be able to stand in front of it and actually just admire it. Shout out to Gaz. He's done a lot for the scene. And Yardworks is amazing, man. Gaz was painting back in the 80s, and there was an amazing piece in Hillington, which I can kind of stick in here as well. It was like a Zorro piece. And I remember Sace telling me how iconic it was back in the day, and it is just sick. He's also a breakdancer, and he's just done loads and loads for the community, so big ups, and big ups Smug. Captured the likeness so well. I'm so curious to hear what Nikki's got to say about it all. It'll be funny to see the differences in our reviews. And then it wouldn't be a mural project without a big bird. Nothing against people that paint birds. It does feel something that people always tend to paint. There's a guy called Merda in Melbourne who's always kind of taking the piss out of it online, on Instagram. Bird muralists. But that was cool, man. I'm glad we made it down here. Pretty enjoyable. Also, I see these a lot. I'm going to say these are like the big heads of Amsterdam, but they might also just be the big heads of Europe. But that's us done.
I don't know, is that...
You finished?
I'm finished.
How was your tour?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it. How was yours?
It was good, huh? And so we're just about to leave, and Nikki spotted this. A Stephen Burke special. Some next level anti-climb technology. It looks amazing, very sculptural. So Stephen Burke works with anti-climb sort of spikes. And I guess it's kind of connected to trespass and accessing places that maybe you're not supposed to. It's like the control of people, I guess. Keep people out, keep people in. But this one's quite a belter, I've never seen it. Each country and city will usually have a kind of different anti-climb technology. And that one looks pretty gnarly. Sure he would enjoy it. So we just noticed this wee guy. And I'm a big fan. I've always really loved characters, and you don't really see much kind of paste ups in the way of characters like this in Glasgow. So I feel as though I'd like to see more stuff like that. It's always one of those ones, be the change you want to see in the world. Another wee mural on the side of Social Hub, but I've lost Nikki now. Oh, there she's there. Yes! He's the best. Yes, I'm glad you came and looked, man. He's amazing, man. He's got the mad splatter can effect down as well.
This is kind of like the vibe I want to do for my show. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
different characters all moving together. It's the wheel melody.
The whale's amazing, isn't it? Always make sure you walk around the full building, just in case you miss something, because that was a right wee treat. We were just going to go back onto the main road, but we're like, nah, we'll walk around the full car park, and heavy glad we did for that. There might even be more. Who knows what we're going to go and do now? Go and buy paint, because we're going to paint tomorrow. So we need to head to the paint shop. Hopefully they can give us some good tips and sell us some good paint. You might have some.
Nee, kijk, geld is noodzakelijk, maar ik hoef niet rijk te zijn. Als ik mijn huurtje kan betalen, of heb je een baan waar je het niet kan permitteren om apart te worden?
So we just come out of the paint shop and I noticed something outside the train station and it's absolutely nuts. There's just drawings everywhere. It's so fucking class. It's one of these ones where you're like, is this official? Is it not? So sick, isn't it? Do you think it's legal, Nikki? It gives.
I think like because it's all wood ceiling, you think, oh, it must have been.
I reckon it must just be something that just went to town on it.
I don't know how. He must have brought like an A ladder.
It's class, isn't it? Like it's more kind of done here. Yeah. So that's heavy cool. Just done with a pen. Pen murals, more pen murals, that's what we need. I feel as though that is so sick. Oh wow, look at that bit. Very, very impressive. So cool. Well into that. Well into that. I want to see some pen murals back home. So what I want to know is, when do we get a Space Invader in Glasgow? When's that happening? Because Glasgow is the biggest city in Scotland, so it feels only right that we get one. When's it going to happen? Let's manifest it collectively. I think we should get a London police in Glasgow as well, that would be cool. And a Space Invader. Pretty much anybody that's anybody in street art should just come to Glasgow and paint a big fat mural.
I've already forgotten the name of this location, I'll be honest. Wolvenstraat, perhaps? I'm forgetting I'm actually carrying this camera. Compassion is more useful than magic. I love you, Macy. That might be about graffitos, actually. Got a Roy Lichtenstein-esque painting here. Well, I'm getting a really strong whiff of chlorine. Crazy, is there a swimming bath around here? Wow, I can't tell you how much this area stinks of chlorine. So strange. That wee boombox thing at the bottom is not connected to this artwork. That is like a wee paste up. It'd be pretty cool to have your house painted like this. I would love it if my block of flats had a painting at the side. Bit of roadworks going on here. I'm just going to look out my Sega Mega Drive and disappear into a fantasy world.